Yo, how's it going? Welcome back to FTY Tournament. This is the last quarterfinals we have here. Let's go through the team list. I know some of them might not have turned up, and some of them have changed names as well, but I'll just go through it according to the screen. I know Panda's not in tonight's game, so let's just skip that one. In Team 4, we have Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Hotter. Team 5, Headquarters Europe. Team 6, Too Easy. Team 7, we have Team Topaz. Team 8, Crozzax Madness. Team 9, Division1 Aura. Team 10, Nonstop. Team 11, Willpower. Team 12, MEGACLUTCERS EU. Team 13, we have Night Target EU. Team 14, Press F. Team 15, K2S Esports. K2S. Sorry about that one. Team 16, Team Love. Team 17, Armor Esports. Team 18, KDV Red. But in lobby, they are now called something else. UA Baby or something. Team 19, Legends Red. We already have viewers in the chat for that. Team 20, we have Alternative. And that is the teams in tonight's quarterfinals, as we have this playing path going from the northeastern side through Mansion towards the military base island on that western coast side. So a little bit of a path more favoring the teams that likes to drop the bottom right of the map. But who knows, it always comes down to where the first circle goes. It seems like we only have 13 teams in this lobby, so we'll make the competition a lot less, because we will have 9 of these teams proceeding into the next round. A lot of teams not in here in the first game. We have a trio from Team Love, and the rest are 4 teams. Instead of 18, we have 13 teams in this game. Going to Kameshki, we have Legends. In Yasnaya, we have Team 8, which is cross themselves against 2 other teams. Team 11 is Willpower. And the other team that's dropping there is Team 13, Night Target EU. And some shots are already coming through. It seems like people like to ask the same question again and again. Why is the stream not starting? We have a 3-minute delay, and there's also a little bit of delay with the start of the game as well due to some team slots issue. But we have this Yasnaya potential action coming through with NT doing a 1-3 split at the moment. The side of Team 8, Cross, is actually crossing the bridge right now and not going to Yasnaya themselves, and Too Easy heading towards Severny. In the western side of farm, we have Press F and Hotter right there, and 1 knock has come through, so let's bring ourselves straight over to that side. 1 of Hotter is knocked. KPS will be flushed away. That is Hotter going down to 3 players early, and now we have Unknown facing the full team push from Press F. Trying to pre-fire there, but that will not be enough against the orchestrated push, as we have the first circle actually being in sync with the playing path, favoring the bottom right of the map with a good 30% of water in play. Let's go through some of the drop locations as well. Alternative is claiming Pachinki with no contest around this open field. To the east of Quarry, we have Team 7 Topaz. Going all the way to Primorsk, we have Team Love. In the main military base, we have Nonstop. A split coming from D1, Team 9, around the western and southern coast of military base. Prison area, we have MEGACLUTCERS EU, Team 12, and a lot of the rest of the farm area, Milta, even for Rozok and School, still untouched at the moment. Same for Milta Power. And the center zone will go over around this shelter motor area. A lot of these power positions in play. And as we saw earlier, Kameshki, we have Legends Red. And we have Icy in the chat and Eliso. These people giving me so much support and nice words just keeps me going. Icy, hopefully you guys enjoyed whatever happened yesterday. I don't know what scrims you guys played, but sending love to you and the rest of Scrim Farm. So there's not a lot of proximity between teams other than this Yasnaya situation right now. The 1-3 still happening for NT, but we should also look at Severny right now, because very close to Severny where Cross has driven to, we also have Too Easy. Both of these teams I have seen before, if not played against personally. Strong teams and experienced teams as well. And let's see what they are trying to do. Too Easy reflect with a bit of an angle from that snake hill itself. A very good position to scout the rotations away from Severny. So they have probably thought about this, also splitting towards shooting range. There was a knock coming through in Yasnaya earlier in the kill feed from Willpower onto NT Sly. He is alone right now. The rest of the team needs to help this, but Chaos is so far away on that eastern 4-5 stack building there. A lot of teams like to take that one at any phases of the game because of the elevation and the amount of information you can grab, especially around these open fields. So let's bring our cameras over to Chaos as he just look at his team getting knocked, and that will be Exile going down. So soon a 2 versus 4 because Sly has no close support right now. This type of split is very scary. Even if you open fire, you expose your position for your enemies to push you, knowing that you're singled out. But that is no surprise, I think, to these players, especially when they're so experienced. They would have picked up that information even in parachuting phase, and so that's my point right there. Also an important skill. Okay, if some people always think, you know, in game, where did this guy come from? Oh, maybe you could have spotted them if you just use your I button when you're landing, right? So press F now, coming up to this plateau with these watchtowers and shacks to the north side of farm. Willpower and NT will continue to fight. That is Chaos needing to flee away as he loses 3 teammates. Continuing the game as a solo. None of the teams are out of the game yet, so good luck, buddy. Chaos, there is still a chance for you to grab some points in this game 1 for your team. NS, so Dreaming, Lian, Junie, Tezis. Quite enjoy watching them play. The other day, they have moved away from military base, now heading towards that eastern bridge to first scout maybe before they cross. In this coastline with that little bit of high ground there, let's have a look at D1's position and why they favor it. Like I said, I don't only want to do the action casting and stuff if I can provide any information to educate, if I can ever be in that position to say so. It's also part of, you know, my aim and goal. So that is D1 holding that position there. Alternative still in Pochinki. They have no contest over there, and they have a position in the circle, but they have not made it in yet. Team Love is now coming in. They have gone to Primosk earlier, now rotating along the coastline, entering from the western side of this phase 1 circle. So if teams dropped not too far, according to the playing path, they shouldn't have too big a distance to travel, unless you are doing something like too easy, and Cross did, moving away from playing path, going to the northern part somewhere that they're more comfortable with, where they had experience maybe outplaying each other or had a system in looting, then you wouldn't have to come back in. But seems like these teams have come into the circle already with not a lot of action, as we saw earlier as well. Yasnaya, Willpower took the win over there, and now retreating and coming in with that southern rotation. Pretty quiet so far, so I'm just trying to use my brain right now to think where is the next potential fight. Obviously, we saw D1 pulling away from the position and taking a compound, and that is exactly what they want maybe, as they find themselves a knock to catch the other teams rotating along that main road, or just turn into a mid-range fight, right, as they put some pain into Team 20 Alternative. The split from Press F is still there on that plateau. More closer to the south side of Shelter, we have NS, also known as Non-Stop. But look at this congestion to the north part of this plateau, around the northwestern side of Shelter. MEGACLUTCERS are there holding that compound. Too Easy is also rotating and maybe challenging that plateau position held by Press F. Also a very good spot to scout those two set of compounds to the eastern side with those squad houses. The funny thing about these positions though is it's so easy to know that you're there, like based on just how rendering works in this game, right? They can see nothing, nothing off the building but seeing your car. So that is one shot coming, but that shouldn't stop teams from taking it, as we have some action over here to this northwestern side of Shelter. Willpower will lose one upon that compound breach. MEGACLUTCERS is trying to hold this still as Logan gets picked up. Will continue to hold this 2-stack down as we have I need to practice. I need to ask, you know what? I need to build some relationship with these players and ask them, hey buddy, how do you actually pronounce your name? But whoever that is Willpower trying to retreat away from that, finding a different position, trying to scout as well, only to find another team that Willpower will need to find their positions again and make a plan C. As them re-crashing into this one, now actually singling out. Look at them, I missed that so quick. That is actually Willpower turning the table as they finish that kill. No, that will be 3-0. That will be actually clean team fight that I've unfortunately missed. That is Willpower losing one early, but turning the tides and taking this compound away from MEGACLUTCERS, who is clutching now. But Cross doesn't want to let this go. Look at this new bit of Erangel 2.0, right? New terrains, new strategies and tactic if you want to hold it. We have Hitake here using that ridgeline to scout upon all those gunshots they picked up, trying to take a bit of a peek before going back to the rest of the team. If we look at this phase 2 circle, we see basically all the teams in the circle already. That is a Hitake getting punished a little bit from the split member. What's the name again? Cheese. Thank you for providing me with that ingredient for a pun again. So cheesy, man. But that is a good split. The problem is to hold it down if they get crashed. But the good thing is, if we look at Cheese already, got a vehicle to maneuver with. So if things go south, if he or she gets pushed, he can drive back. But it doesn't matter anyway. Willpower is pulling away. and that will be teams finding their little bit of a spot and will be holding those positions and waiting for the next rotation, maybe. Legends Red, with some supporters in the chat, they've dropped Kameshki, now holding a position in the northern part, did not contest anything center. Maybe that is their style of play, to play safe early, okay, and do wide rotations. That is one way that I'm very used to as well, but it's all about adapting to the particular circle, of course. So what type of shift that is, but most importantly, a piece of important information that we don't get a lot yet. And that piece of information is drop locations. And you need to be playing these teams before to make that point as we catch the phase 3 circle. It's a hard shift. Going to the western side, centering over Press F and that plateau, also the rest of the farm fields. A lot of teams are in this position already, so the action may come through when some of these teams want to take more center position, or when just a few teams try to rotate in. The teams that are rotating in are Cross as well as Legends Red. What did I say? Look, this is anti-clockwise, the textbook anti-clockwise right rotation, trying to go all over to maybe Potato Hill. But Topaz can spoil this, so since they are playing edge, I don't think they plan to, but they are placed on the edge, they compound, and they will just say, hey, let's just stay here and see what we can get out of this. And that is the scout from Legends. But Shelly is somewhere else, losing some HP to Team Love. That is them scouting along the northern ridge right there, northern edge I should say, not edge. But look at Endora now coming in, trying to get, just circling around and trying to bait some shots maybe. And that is Endora waiting for the reinforcement. The push will come in. The 3v1, they want to take this one player down. That is Shelly going incredibly low. What can the rest of Legends do? That will be the not finally coming through. And the return not may come through. They tried anyway. That is the rest of Legends looking this way. The M24 shot will fall short. And that is Hashira taking some damage, but will not go down. Both of these teams will have to rotate. Team Love want to choke these rotations, so they drove all the way out of their previous location to take some kill points. They have taken that one, which is great for them. As we look through the team list as well, NT actually lost, didn't quite cash that action. No, I caught most of it. Is Chaos the solo going down eventually, and we saw that compound defense going a bit sadly for the side of MEGACLUTCERS. So those are the two teams out right now. We still have 39 players and 11 teams. Team Love and Legends don't want to let this go. They are still trying to take something away from each other, as we have Legends rotating around. Now maybe reverse gatekeeping the side of Team Love. Team Love has made that rotation to push on that solo with some cars, so they will need to make use of those to rotate back in right now. If they haven't, I think that would be considered a mistake. And that we see it, we have Virus going down. The rest of the team are on that bike. Just two of them stopping. That is such a slow driving. I thought the bike is the quickest car in the game. And let's look at this phase 4 circle going to the north part of farm. We have some of these teams in here already. Cross has found themselves a position, and Compound on the eastern side. Press F is still playing that plateau. Too Easy is close as well. On the southern side, those farm compounds are now being flooded with teams. D1 is there, very close to them. We have Non-Stop, Team 10 as well, rotating in from the southern side. We also have Willpower, Alternative coming through the southwestern side, and the rest is still out. We have Team Love here, the duo still trying to fight the full team. The trio of Legends, but they will have to pull away. They have 36 seconds to go. Hotter also need to spice it up. Dude, I can't help it, you know. These puns and stuff. And so they have to come in still. Team 4, as we can see on the map, still out of that circle at the moment. Next round of kills, I say Northern Edge, as these two teams of players alongside Hotter, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, come in from the northern side. 3, 2, 1, go. That is the phase for closing in. And Hotter is now moving. They are maybe trying to move with the blue as they pull up onto this northern side right here. Very close to them, we have the side of Too Easy. That is Too Easy trying to punish some other players rotating around. That is Topaz trying to fly through. Vachi loses his life for driving into in between all of these teams, and that will be the second player knocked as well. Gorgish from Topaz also knocked. The other two are still trying to find a spot. That is them same on the buggy coming into this plateau, and then that is Press F striking, waiting patiently, controlling this since 2 phases ago, and they will get something out of this. Topaz going down at 11th position. Hotter here as well will have a very close side of the circle, as we see this one pops on the northern side. A pretty dreadful shift, as well as we see the side of Too Easy saying that we will take the real estate, we will take this compound, dead center with a lot of information around. The only thing they have to be careful of is when team come in to take this position from the western side, excuse me, and we'll have those high ground against them, but just need to peek carefully, you know. But look at all these teams needing to come down this way, as we have some fight happening over here. The duo, no, the solo right now from Team Love. I've almost forgotten that they are only a trio, so the duo will lose another one, but they are putting severe damage onto Alternative right now. Team 20 stuck in between, also close to them. Maybe to punish this is Press F. Still has the high ground with respect to their position, but Legends are crawling in and made it into this northwestern edge. But the clock is not in their favor. It's 5 seconds to go before they have to rotate in. The side of D1 as well need to come in through those fields. NS trying to rotate as well, as we have Press F opening fire patiently. The side of Press F continuing to hold the control here. The 2-2 split working in their favor as they take down another team. Legends going down at 10th position. The entry point has been established earlier, but we are missing something, because right over here we have some crash happening. There is actually just a congested fight on this eastern side between Cross and NS. NS going for the rotation along the eastern side will find themselves a knock onto Cross. Cross has lost another one. No, that is actually a revive completed, so that will be a 3v2 very soon, because the side of Mentos is trying to punish as well. Junie now using the tree as cover will also poke too much out. That is NS down to 1 player, and that is the finish as well. No, that is the whole team of NS going down, seems like. No, Lee is still somewhere else tanking the blue, but in front of him so much open ground, as well as the abundance of team. But the D1's too busy taking care of the other side as we have press F with that position on top. They will have to rotate further in because we have the Nick Circle starting to come in. The phase come in around 10 seconds. Hot is still trying to play some survival game from the top of that mini-map there as we have press F grabbing 10 kills so far, trying to get the 11th now, but the zone is closing and they have yet to scout and establish an anchor point, but we see them, they're now coming in as a duo using the metal shield, now pulling that down, but that is Hotter coming in. What the heck is going on? That will be Hotter coming in, and the two players with the position in the circle going down for press F. The other two still have to move, but where are they actually? I don't even see it anymore. That is Hotter making that crazy drive through as the kill feed continues to pop. That is Team Love doing something as well, and D1 with the position, but D1 with the car covers now being pinched. The smokes are getting deployed right now. The solo from Team Love is doing so much work as they make it to top 3 as that trio. The side of Too Easy here got that strong compound 2 phases ago, and they will be able to use that to climb further up, making it to top 10, outliving the hot fraggers of Game 1 as well. Press F was out. I don't know what happened there, but just in a matter of 20 seconds, if not less, I think 4 teams went down. As we have Furia coming up here, looking at the smokes, we'll know that there's at least one team there. Almost get punished for the side of Team Love, and he will actually. The other side of Too Easy are doing a bit of a split as well, and also suffering. The solo is trying to make this hard for Too Easy. No, any of these 2 remaining teams right now. A full team against a duo and a solo, but Too Easy will have we have decided to let that one go. That is Team Love getting another one. But Hashira has limited meds and now getting pressured by the blue zone. We'll find the smallest tree probably in this current circle, but we'll pop the first 8, and that will be Team Love going down. Too Easy getting 5 kills right now, and we want to take that last one, and that is Game 1 completed. It's Too Easy taking the chicken dinner with 6 kills. Second place, we have D1 with 1 kill. Hashira? That is the new Nani, I think. As he or she takes 9 kills. For Team Love, taking that 3rd position and 10 kill finish. Absolutely mental right there. It's holding that little spot, you know, when those teams were coming in. That phase 6, I think, was where he or she could capitalize on that one. 4th position, we have Crozzax Madness with 4 kills. Alternative at 5th position, 1 kill. At 6, we have NS Non-Stop with 2 kills. Not a hot start for Hotter, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but they will get a second... no, the duos would get a 7th position with 2 kills. My apologies there. Got my tongue tied. And yes, press F, although they had 11 kills, I believe, no, 10 kills, they went out at 8th position, but nonetheless, a lot of control demonstrated and fragging ability. Willpower, very strong team from the last stage. I believe they took, they were the first seed, number 1 seed from Group 8, will end Game 1 of quarterfinals at 9th position and 7 kills. Legends Red, 10th position, 2 kills. Topaz, no kills at 11th. At 12th, we have MEGACLUTCERS with 1 kill. Last but not least, at 13th, we have Night Target EU going down early in that Yasnaya contested drop. And I'm still waiting for these teams to, you know, come in. Don't miss out too much, because we have €400 cash prize on the line if they can make it towards the end. But the night is still young. As we take a short break, I'll see you all in Game 2 on Miramar. Getting 5. welcome back to Game 2. The Miramar action that we all love. Let's have a look at the teams, because tonight we have some troubles, seems like, finding the teams that are actually gained themselves a spot in this quarterfinal. Some of them might have some issues. Team 5, Headquarters Europe, still not in the lobby. Willpower is playing as a trio this game, same for MEGACLUTCERS. Full team for Night Target EU, NT, press F full team still, full team from Team Love. So Esports, KDV Red, not in this game. Those are supposed to be teams 17 and 18, and Legends Red still a full team. We also have that full team from INTERNATIVE, INTERNATIVE. My God, sometimes I get myself a bit confused with names, not just of players, but also of the teams, as we have this playing path basically going through the dead center of Miramar, all the way from Camp Militar to Minas Desert. I haven't seen a lot of teams dropping Campo Militar. Don't know why is that, but obviously it's so far from the center. But Legends Red are not scared to take this one, as we see the second team off the plane, INTERNATIVE, heading towards Crozzax. 13 teams once again, 50 players, so 2 trios as we saw earlier. Heading towards Hacienda, we have Team Love. Going past the north part of San Martin, we have Topaz. In San Martin, seems like it's going to be Horsmen of the Apocalypse, Hotter, Team 4. Going to this west side of that, we have Willpower, as well as Split coming from Croz. A plateau around Power Grid split from Press F themselves. In Picardo, we have NS. Willpower not scared to strike, as we see a first knock coming through. What's that from 6 there? I think it should be pronounced 6, right? It's like PS, like psychology, so with an S sound at the start. And that will be one of Cross getting knocked when they're contesting this little bit of a compound here on this high ground, this plateau to the west of San Martin. MEGACLUTCERS will claim Montenuevo with no contest, but a very big split coming from Willpower. Extra is actually all the way in Minas Desert against will pick the 1v1 and lost to 2EZ's Ticker, as they have that 1-3 split between 2EZ, 3 in Valdemar, 1 right here, as we have the second kill going through to Willpower after that first knock. They also lost that player, so down to 2, but they have very soon 2 team kills. In Los Leones, we have NT. Night Targets EU have no contest around there, but the southwestern side of Los Leones, we have D1. Yep, that will be 6 getting the second kill for Willpower. And a beautiful formation from Hotter, also trying to keep an eye on this high ground to the south side of San Martin. Team Love are now moving away. There's only so much that you can loot as a full team in that Hacienda compound there. And that will be it for this go through of team distribution. Have a look in the chat. We have fans for Cross in here, and Legends Red as always with a lot of fans. 2EZ, a very strong squad. We'll have Mortem in here as well. Hello friend, and a hail from FTY, my brother. Welcome, welcome. So only 3 teams, actually. Topaz floating pass in the north part of Hacienda is actually their way to make it to La Coberia. They will have to come into this circle. Wonder if MC will take a more center position. Same for Too Easy, but knowing this team and how they play in the past, they will take center pretty soon, and that will be Press F having the initiative as well to rotate early. Motvik now rotating past the north side of Picardo, coming into the graveyard area soon. A lot of strong positions in play. To the west of La Bandita is one of my personal favorite with those dips. A lot of strong splits can come through in those landscapes. And this plane is still going. I don't know where it's going. What is close to Miramar on the world map? I don't know. Seems to be a spectator glitch, and alongside the many glitches in this game. And the Cheese and Six will now come into the compound, but there's actually a player from Crozzax Madness there. Let's have a look at Plux's perspective, as he didn't take the shot and waited a little bit with the micro Uzi. Will actually miss all the shots earlier, but that jump shot will immediately break the helmet of Pluxka. That is Willpower taking the third kill of the game. Oh my yay. Cross is down to one player. Look, okay. That is a... I don't know, like, how did they know the perfect position of Cross there? There's Willpower just showing so much dominance and losing one player, but they have 4 kills. Did they wipe the full squad of Cross over that past 2 minutes or so? Wow. And that is the first team going down in Miramar. Crozzax Madness, the fans will be a bit disappointed in that one, as we have Press F taking a rotation into center zone with this bit of dip right here. Will find themselves a knock onto NS. So non-stop will have to make some rotations to support this, but Juni seems like will stay in Picardo still. They've dropped there. They tried to scout southeast, right? But that hasn't worked out in their favor. Team Love is now coming in to the northern part of this position, held by Press F. D1 is rotating along the western side of Los Leones. NT, Night Target EU, is moving away from Los Leones as well to these high ground, to the north parts. A lot of hills. To explain my point better, I will have to watch another player. There we go. Chaos providing that perspective for our lovely viewers and myself. Hello, Edward. Coming in to support Press F. Jesus. Sorry, I don't know the proper ways to pronounce the name sometimes, as you know, but hello, welcome to the stream. Center, pretty merciful plane path with a pretty center circle makes things a little bit slower, but Press F wants to fight as they come in to this position, and will... No, we've seen them here, so they have not really moved. They're just trying to capitalize on this position. We'll catch one of the players of Team Love, but the support is there. It's going to be a full team holding the other side of this dip right here. Alternative has not left Cruz del Val yet. Even Legends who have dropped further away from the circle, they dropped all the way to the most northeastern part. They are now rotating past Cruz del Val, but will feel no presence by Alternative there. Topaz is still around La Coberia, so, and the MC MEGACLUTCERS, actually the trio, deciding not to move right now, and the side of Too Easy holding that very strong position at the church to the northeastern side of Chimasera. And D1 is now joining the party. Where are they fighting? Let's have a look. That is D1 joining this plateau here. And we'll find a knock onto press F. And Cross will have Crozzax Madness. That is, we'll have some time to recuperate. Talk about what happened then. Stay strong. Do some more practice and warm up before they come back to next game to redeem themselves. And we will catch that second circle shift, centering over the current, or the previous circle I should say, and it will still leave the sort of press F alongside D1, Team Love and Picardo in pretty much center zone. Hotter has dropped around Saint Martin, and they have now come in. Let's have a look at their position. A compound along this main road can grab some information from that hillside, but didn't send anyone there. If I were them, I would do it. Maybe just place one guy there to catch the teams on that hill, so they don't have a high ground against them when these teams rotate in, but they are pretty north on the circle already with respect to the rest of the teams, but that can change depending on the rotations of Legends Red and Internative. Team Love has moved away from that north position, or I should say that position to the north of press F, now closer to La Bendita. NT will just hold that high ground to the north of Los Leones. But right here onto Too Easy, they may find themselves some players of MEGACLUTCERS because they know that Montenervo is not in. So they took a straight rotation along that main road and may feel the presence of our Game 1 winner very soon. The scout comes in with that pickup and will pass that information through. Seems like Tika and the rest of Too Easy is now sending in, now feeling that gunshots coming from MEGACLUTCERS. If I were them, I actually would, if I were MC, just let them crash and come a little bit closer so we can take a very easy knock. But that trigger discipline will fall short, in my honest opinion. We'll just push Too Easy back, and they will now know the position, and they can find a way to come up with a tactic to take these skill points. Just look at the rest of the map. Not much has changed in this center position, but we have the duo from Willpower now coming in through the western edge. Behind them, we have Topaz finally coming in after looting up the Cabrera. And how is everyone doing today? Have you written down any New Year resolutions? And we are a few days into the new year. Hopefully you have already made some progress, whatever you wanted yourself to do and to improve on in 2021. Six and cheese. Driving and scouting. Driving, stopping and scouting, as a lot of casters would say. Just hanging out with Imperium a little bit yesterday. Spend some time for voice chat. It's good to learn from someone more experienced, and he also made a point when he was casting yesterday. It's just a bit irritating to the eye when you see teams that are supposed to be very experienced not doing the basics. Basics being driving and scouting, you know, when you made a bit of a of a cross in important landscape, we have to reassess. Legends will rotate in through Minas Generalis now, maybe coming into La Bandita. We're yet to see how they play that one. Willpower took some shots onto MC, but now finding a different position because they are quite in the open, and that is what's important. If you kept holding that same ridge, and you have to also assess your surroundings, the 360 view, and may leave yourself in a bit of an open position. So small rotations, very important. And we are waiting for this next circle to pop. Will continue to go over that plateau, going over to press F. They like to play these types of positions. They did it on Erangel. They will still be holding a position right here of a similar kind, okay, in Miramar. And D1 is still across the road on the northern side, but these congestion will happen on the western side as we have 6. One of the duos of Willpower now coming in, and NS have been waiting for that. They didn't have the non-stop action, but they are definitely waiting right here, knowing that Picardo still has a lot of power in the circle. They will pinch 6 off right there, but Cheese was able to thread the needle and go behind the side of NS. So a 2 versus 3 here. Too easy now coming in as well. Ticket to scout, and Cheese will actually get knocked when he was trying to rotate with that car. That might be a press F using the positions from behind, and the 6 is trying to rotate right now, but will be pinched behind this car. Junie using the high ground, making some work as well. So that will be 6 very far away from Cheese, and he will have to use some utilities and be very quick on his feet to make this work. We also saw on the kill feed D1 punishing the rotation of one of the members of MC. So MEGACLUTCERS will only have 2 more players to grab some points. There's still 12 teams in this game, as we should go back to press F. They will continue to use this position to control. One player going incredibly low. But joining this party will be Hotter and INTERNATIVE. Sugar is trying to come a bit closer though. Soon these footsteps may be picked up by the side of Hotter. Another 20 meters to go maybe, but we'll use that ridge line and he will actually get some very valuable information, and it will be relayed back to the team now. He can maybe get a comfortable knock onto KPS, and that will be him with the Sky L opening, taking the opening knock right there. And that will be MC having some trouble as well. We're yet to catch that action because this can be hot right now, with Hotter feeling the pressure from both press F and INTERNATIVE. That is INTERNATIVE's phase with the molly. Will take down one more. That is Hotter down to only a duo and a bunch of burning, smoking vehicles. Sugar will find the sweet angle and will take it. That is them coming in to finish the fight. The flush, the attempt of the flush will come through. That is Face taking down another one. 2 kills by INTERNATIVE here, and Unknown have to use this shack and press F there with those ridge lines and control as well as sight lines will actually help Unknown and Hotter here to live for a little bit longer. That was actually MC going down onto when they were trying to rotate earlier, and soon after them, as we see right here, that will be the nade to finish. Hotter, INTERNATIVE taking the 3rd kill. So we have this these teams are trying to fight off the eastern side. We have NT, 2 kills they've got right now. I believe both of those kills were on MC, so MEGACLUTCER right there Hello, Argus, dear friend. Some friends in the chat always helps me so much, remind me of all the good days playing with people, the journey that it took for me to play, the many scrims, and all the studying of the game, a lot of credits and recognition I got, and also lovely opportunities that brought me to where I am right now. It's only a month in, so it's just absolutely mental. Shelly here will get the pickup by the teammate, but they still have some distance to travel, and it's just so hard. If we look at Lucas's position right now, there's no particular good positions. Okay, this dip is commonly used in pro play so much to leave a spoiler in here. It can safely park and hide a buggy, but you will get what I mean now. If we follow Lucas, he's not even in the circle yet, but if he goes further down, he'll be exposed to the other side of this great dip. And we have press F on that side. To his right, northern side, we have Alternative here. So this is not going to be an easy one for Legends. If they make a split, they may have to play more southern, or they may just have to breach this. But the positions found won't be able to completely keep that vehicle safe though. But D1, we have seen the name pop up in the feed. That is 3 kills by them as they stop the rotation from Topaz from the southern side. That is Topaz down to 2 players. Vachi will go down very soon because the bandage won't come through, and that will be Topaz going down at 10th position, getting choked out by the blue, as well as the side of D1 here. But D1 say we are not done. We want to clear and sweep the southern edge as they rotate anti-clockwise and find some knocks onto NT. Night Target EU is suffering 2 kills right now. The revive will come through, but D1 is watching this like a hawk. But D1 has to be decisive right now. This is the type of play that has a timer going down because they have only 45 seconds before they have to make that rotation. That is them trying to come in, already trying to nade and put all those down, but the return knock will come through. Malloy is knocked right now. Footballers is the player of the name in this one, all pinched behind that rock. They have to make some decisions right now. 25 seconds to go. They will knock one. They will need to still find Hiroshi. Hiroshi is trying to still use the smoke, maneuvering left and right, peeking, and that will get the knock right there. And he will maneuver to the other side, only to be found by the 2 other players of D1. D1 taking out NT at 8th position. And look at press F. They're still in that part, holding too easy on the southwestern side, and will overlook all of that open position. The full team of Legends is still up, but no, the first knock will come through. So they will attempt to take this compound in the middle, but having the same idea is the side of Team Love. They have the full team, they have the positions, they have some cars, and they have no one to stop them. So that will be them sharing this compound with Legends. If Legends not suffering more, Shelly made it in after losing 2 teammates right there. But look at this circle. What the hell, man? Team 14. Press F is the name. Come on. As they are still holding this. But it can turn. We've seen what Too Easy can do. Not just in game 1 where they took the win, but in the other scrims. In last stage of the game. They were so strong. And they will not give this over to press F without any of a good fight. And that is them trying to do some work, but 2 of them knocked right now. Motvik with the side angle will control that side, will actually do even more work with that barrel. That will be them heavily punishing Too Easy and will actually take them down. Who's easy right now? Press F says as they make it to top 5. And Too Easy will fall short just a little bit. 2 kills going down at 6. And look at these teams taking that little bit of a window of the overlook, from the overlook of Press F. And they made it into these dips. And Alternative's still trying to do that. But Tezis, the last player of NS, doesn't want to allow that. As we see Legends now going down at 5th. They all have to push out. Look at Team Love. Everyone just on their foot. Just praying and playing right now. Look at all these landscape. There is so little that they can use. They found that lip there. That is Hashira, the fragger of Game 1, making it in. And then Necros is there now just crawling because Hashira will be found. That is them suffering so much. That is them losing another member. There is going to be so much pressure upon this. That is Press F eliminating the side threats from NS. Tez is going down at 4th position. But look at this circle. What? Press F has it again. How much have you been praying, guys? To the gods of PUBG, what have you done? Did you buy many EC? Did you use a lot of classic crates trying to get those gun skins, as we have them pinch alongside Love right here, but they have not been taking care of that side. The duo of Love is still there, trying to hold it as they keep an eye onto this side. Sugar goes down as he peeks. They have to double peek this. They will still live. Team Love is still up. What the heck is going on, man? That is just Face in there. He has some first aid. He has to pick up every single bit of first aid to lift that, but doesn't matter. They will outlive Team Love, and that will be basically the game wrapped. Press F. 10 kills last game, but goes down slightly early. Second game, they know they've gotten it. They are still proud to pre-fire and fire every rich they see as they take a very, very likely chicken dinner. And will they get the 14th? Quick maths, come on. And that will be them actually taking the 14th kill. If I'm Alternative, I wouldn't even fire there. There's no chance that I can get a knock plus a kill, a confirmation, without giving away 1 kill point. And we've seen in these tournaments, 1 point makes a difference when it comes to qualifications. But there we have it. Press F, getting blessed by the zone, but also defending it well. Fragging through Miramar. 13 kill chicken dinner. No, 14 kill chicken dinner. In second place, we have Alternative doing better than last game, taking a second place and 4 kills. Team Love, 4 kills at in the 3rd position. Non-stop at 4th with 2 kills. Legends Reds, yay, with alongside the fans, they have been doing better. This one, although they didn't get any kills, but they have a 5th position, so nonetheless, pretty decent. At 6, we have 2 Easy with 2 kills. D1 going down at 7th with 7 kills. Right? Did I calculate it wrong? No. Yep, 7 kills. NT, Night Target EU, went down at 8th with 3 kills. 5 kills by the trio of Willpower and a 9th position. At 10th, we have Topaz with no kills. 11th, Hotter, no kills. 12th, we have MC. MEGACLUTCERS went down at 12. No kills. A lot of punishment, I think, came through upon them from D1 when they tried to rotate wide on that southern side. And last but not least, unfortunately, Crozzax Madness went down at 13th with no kills. And that will be game 2. And we will be back very soon. I believe is Vikendi game 3. So very cold weather, very snowy, winter time. So yes, stay warm everyone. And we'll go on a short break and I'll see you all in Vikendi. Hey, hello, welcome back. Game 3, Vikendi. As usual, let's go through some teams. Still don't have Team 5, but we still have these. We have Hotter to Easy and the Topaz playing this one with a trio. Cross is still in here. Full team. And the Willpower got the 4th player this game. Good. With the fighting ability, with those very accurate nades that we saw earlier, if they have a 4th teammate, who knows, man. They may come through strong. We know who's trio? Press F. They took that win and say, I will just play this as a trio. But I probably just guessed too much. And then we have 4 teams for these 3 teams. And, wow, look at that. KDV Red making it into tonight's lobby. There we go. Starting tonight, 2 games short. And they will be put under some challenge already. Look at this playing path. What the heck is that? Going from Milner towards Crozzax. If there's anything that I've seen more harsh than that, like for me, the past week, casting Vikendi, it will be from Winery to Dormestal. So like that is still slightly nicer. The good thing is this is not Erangel or Miramar. This is a slightly smaller map, so it can be doable. You can still go to this eastern part with a bit of a float. As we see two teams landing with no contest. In Winery we have KDV Red, Alternative. In Milnar, heading towards Vanova, we have MC. And MC has a full team this game, split around Tova, Dino Park, or that will be Willpower. So more teams dropping late, as we have the first circle centering over Villa, Garoka area. Villa's almost dead center. So we have Press F still making it work. They will fight and face D1 right in here in Crozzax. Let's have a look there. And they got the knock, but hasn't got the finish. Still need to travel into the circle, not too far, so this fight, if they want to draw it out, can happen. In Sabava we have Topaz to between Crozzax and Coal Mine, those split compounds around that junction. We have Cross right here. Too Easy actually is still fighting, because that is a contested drop in Garoka between themselves and Team Love. The early advantage goes to Too Easy with that knock, and Press F will get that confirmation of the kill. Big split for Too Easy. Ticker is behind Team Love with some high ground. At the lower part we have Too Easy here, but Reflect should be holding this angle. The cross is coming through, and Necros will not be punished for that. The crosser actually made it past, but Furia will still trade that. It came through a little bit late, and the price to pay is to lose that player there. So down to 3 players. Too Easy will feel the pressure as Furia comes in to continue putting work in as they come in to push this. The site will be taken care of. Necros is looping around that and trying to pre-fire there with the ump. Has a level 2 vest and will loop around. That maneuver takes down a second one. But the support is here as well. He will live with a sliver of health. Furia is still trying to make this work. Furia is furious right now. 2 teammates going down so early. They lost the window for that. The side angle from Virus is eliminated though. Ticker now needs to come in. Furia is trying to push this alone. May have to wait for a little bit longer, and that will be the price to pay. That is the knock. That is the thirst. That is Too Easy, losing 3 players. And Team Love will be liking that one, although they've lost 1, but 3 team kills to start. Very, very good. Legends in Coal Mine right now. And these teams are still looting around those areas they dropped on the southern side. But look at Ticker here. Wait, what? They were so focused on looting. They was too focused on looting. Was that one clip by Ticker taking down all of Team Love? Oh my god. That is a big, big mistake. To underestimate the solo. I have no words. I have no words right there. Team Love with the big mistake. The reasons for themselves going down at 14th in this lobby. Okay, there's no counter argument to that. It's just disrespect and carelessness. And if they didn't like that, it's fine, right? It's what we've seen, is what it seems to be. How can... Okay, let's just stop with that one, and I think I've made my point. In Dobra, we have Hotter, as well as NT night target on the more northern part of Dobra Mestal, and Hotter in the southern and eastern side. Not sure how it's close they dropped to each other. If it's quite close, then they would know those information from the parachutes. And now in the center zone, we have NS with a little bit of a split. They have 1 kill right now, probably onto Willpower. It's just my educated guess based on their position, because Dreamin is close to Willpower on the southern side with respect to his team. And he has 1 kill. And that is Willpower to his southern side. KDV Red now rotating away. They dropped Winery, if my memory serves me correctly, and they are now coming through Topaz. And this is going to be a compound contest, a compound breach. Cross has pushed in on the other side. We have non-stop Team 10. That is a knock onto Cross, and that will be the second knock. A beautiful nade by Junie. NS bringing the support in, now going to be a 4v3 situation. Erangel will get finished after getting knocked by that nade. As the side angle comes in from Wayne Boy, taking down another of Crocs, but the kill will be stolen away from behind. That is Legends Red, and but the rest of it will be cleaned up by NS. Cross once again having a tough one, going down at 13th, and no kills in Vikendi. More meetings, more warm up, come back stronger. So that I want to talk about this circle, right? It's so Western. If you want to have a safe early game, then take a straight path. Like, you can go all the way. Take Eastern Island. Like what Imperium told me yesterday. Like, sometimes in certain maps, I think it was more Erangel that he talked about, but I think he mentioned Vikendi as well. I might be wrong, but eastern parts, like in a lot of like the lobbies, people don't take it, and especially with that circle right there, very western. Drop, rotate early. Take an east and white rotation. If you're in Mount Kresnik, Vostro, and Castle, you'll be laughing right now. You will have a power position with a lot of elevation and control. Let's see what Willpower's doing after losing that member early. It's them watching KDV Red. Hotter is now rotating next to the main road that goes across the circle. Alternative is playing this slow right now. FaZe is actually rotating in the blue on the southern side. MC starting to rotate out of Vanova. Yeah, and is still holding that compound, and they know the position of Legends Red. The solo ticker will pick up everything in Goroka. Oh, but look at this knock with the red dot across that distance. It will be 2 not onto KDV Red. The 2-2 split, now a 1-1 split, unless the support comes in, unless the revive comes through. But Nomi doesn't want to let this go. He keeps disturbing this revive, trying to stop it, putting pressure with that audio cue. The side of KDV doesn't want to get that revive for now, being very scared to be punished. Support's coming in now from Willpower, and we'll get that flush. Now a 1v1 situation. I think the support is here, no? No, it's actually going to be just a 1v1, but the other member has the side angle. If Nomi gets to push the enemy away. As he pushed them away, and the off angle will grant them the second kill of the game. KDV now down to 2 players. Yep, the other 2 is still fighting the other players of Willpower. 6 here with a heads up smoke behind, so he can use that cover safely against KDV. And MC has used that. What did I say? Like, it's open. They know it should be open on that eastern side, and the easy rotation. But we're missing some action here because Press F doesn't like what's happening before, and they will come into the grounds of Legends. Press F will actually go down. They lost 2 earlier, starting with 3 as well, not early. That will be Legends holding down that defense, and 4 kills for them. Full team still in the game. It was actually Press F coming into this, maybe trying to crash, but NS know that this has been taken from earlier, from those kill steals. And we have MC trying to get an even more center position through Mount Kresnik. We'll scout this little bit of compound to find some gunshots. D1 already in here. D1 has lost 2 players though, so this is just Malloy and under 27 with under 3 players. That's not even a good one, sorry about the puns. So let's go through the list. Hotter has 4 players up and a kill, and too easy. We saw that earlier already in Goroka. Ticken making it work, finding cheeky angle to finish the contesting team. Topaz with 3 players starting in this game, still 3 up. The duo from D1, 4 team and 5 kills for NS right now. Willpower, but look at Malloy trying to peek again and again. He has some resources though, and will actually have the position against MC, but they are on the edge. Almost missed that circle pop. It will put Goroka and most of Mount Kresnik out of it. Castle is still in, and a lot of teams are in the circle already, essentially all of them. So it's about them thinking of a different position that they may want to take to make it more center, and or the zone prediction just have to come in. Legends Red has the supporters. They had a better game last game, so, and they also have 4 kills now, so loads of momentum. Three of the 4 teams, Alternative NT, also known as Snake Target, EU, and MC yet to get a kill, but they have the numbers and still loads of opportunities. But look at these cars getting popped, parking in a very weird way, or just like messed up a little bit. They will lose some tires. I think that will be stuck up there anyways, unless you want to take down some HP of that car. Yeah, if I were MC, I would keep scouting and watching the eastern side. Of course, with the tier of play, with the experience of the team, like by this phase of the game, like it can be very evenly distributed already, this map. Okay, so it's hard to... Early game is easier to predict. Is the, what Imperium called law percentage rule. Right? Playing path first circle, write it down, draw it down, make the prediction, boom. That gets a lot harder to apply, like in the later phases of the game. It's just my own opinion. And so we have the next one popped. Villa, Tova, in. Villa basically dead center. Very tricky to play around though. Ennis wants to play to the north part with a little bit more high ground to overlook Villa maybe. And but it will still be good to send 1 or 2 in there to stop it from being claimed. And if they can do that, they can still have that control if they need those covers, hard covers in later phases of the game. That will be a little bit of shots traded between NT and Topaz. Look at Topaz going incredibly low there, one of the members. Gorgish needs to... Wow, look at that is a beautiful nade by Sly. That will at least take them 2 to 3 smokes to get the revive, but they are absolutely pinched right now. Look at NT. If they looked at the lobby and not just like fool around when they are waiting for the game to start, they know their trio, they know they've got 2 knocks, so they can only have 1 player up, and that is them surgically removing Topaz from the lobby at 11th position. And we'll get that control on that edge. But look at Villa right now. Teams don't want to fight outside anymore, as we have Hotter coming in, holding the main building of Villa right now. And NT will have to come in. Ticker, the solo is still in. Legends are still in this game as a full team. D1 got out-rotated on that northern part, but they don't have the numbers advantage. So of KDV also have to move, and the full team of Alternative is now moving, trying to get a spot from the western edge. May run into the side of Night Target here. So let's have a look at Kenzo. Let's see if that actually happens. Okay, so this is my question, okay? They are doing a 4-man in 1-car rotation, but they have been playing the early phases so slow. Gave them a lot of time to find extra vehicles, but they are not taking center early, but they also don't have the important resources. Yeah, I know they've got some scopes, they've got some meds, seems like, but that is just not enough. You need more utilities, okay? Most importantly, cars. If not, like, if this one gets exploded, then you're all gone, and you will all be running. Doesn't really help you keep warm there, so there's no point. But they are just an edge playing team, seems like, and that will be too easy. Ticker going down at 10th. The solo will be found. There's no problem playing edge. You just need to be really, really good at it, and you need to have a reason and formation to play it. If you play edge, you have to play sweep onto that side, and you need to have a very good scouting mechanic and formation whenever you need to move into the next edge. That's all I'm talking. As we have the next circle, actually a Villa finish. This is going to be crazy. So crazy. There's basically nothing other than these buildings to act as hard covers. It's like a bootcamp drop, but at phase 6. Here we have Hotter holding the main building. There's actually a lot of potential, okay, in these bits here, just giving people an idea. To hide and to scout the other side. on this southeastern side, we have D1 finding a spot. MC is having some trouble coming in, but no, they will play the hillside for now. One got knocked, will get revived, seems like. So sharing Villa as well, very close to KDV. We have Nomi and the rest of Willpower. Hotter will actually find some knocks to third party these from the long range, because right here on the northern side we have NT. Now the side of Legends also rotating through. A 2-2 split. The Shelly will get knocked right there. And that is Shelly gone, and but they found a spot, but the shots will come in from every angle. Same for NT, is not going to be an easy one. Believe, yeah, 2 of them knocked right now, 1 incredibly low. But that will also give a little bit of breathing room for NS, but they have the high ground. It's just that they have to set this battlefield. We have Dreaming trying to spray down the vehicles of NT. NT's pinched. They didn't have high ground. They have no more cars. They can use that car for a little bit. So the most important thing, they have the new circle. NS is in the position here for them to show us how to make use of a good split. If they hide more on this side and leave 1 to watch at NT, they can just fire whenever possible, whenever they've got the opportunity, and then stop this rotation from MC as well. The rest of the map also going incredibly crazy. Like I said, Alternative is playing Edge, then you need to find a way around it. That is them wasting a smoke and didn't make it in time. That is Kenzo, the last one up for Alternative. And they still need to go through D1, Hotter, and also the Overlook if they look if they run from the outside. But that will be that concluded. D1 will be able to grab some loot, but they still have some teams to go through. And that is unknown with the spot in the circle. But I can't call it... So, of course you can call it like a anchorage point. Everyone can go towards him and they will be in the zone. But is that a good cover? That is the question you have to ask. As Hotter loses 1. The gatekeeping actually didn't work out quite as well. And then those who ran from the outside, like I mentioned earlier, now facing the fire of NT. That will be 1 more of D1 going down. D1 down to only 1 player. KDV now coming through the main building. We'll find out the split members from Hotter. As they know, okay, this is what I'm talking about. The quality of that cover. 1 nade can just end it for them if they're all in that building. But look, what sort of 2-2 is this? They are actually just on the other side, and they're both just finding the edge. And good for them that they can rotate out from this side. The saving grace will be this mountain if they can just hug it and find the particular parts of it to hug. And but that will be on the other side. NT may be getting some angles. Willpower is still in, but they have some distance to travel. And I've left this fight for quite a while, and that is NS fighting MC right now and will take that win. But it's not by their own though. Willpower was waiting to help this out, as we have NS actually 2 knocked and 1 gone right now. Only Wayne Boy up, and they will need to run straight away. They need even bandages. Junie has absolutely no meds. He will just need to play spoiler right now. There's no meds with him, and the team has to move 5 teams, 11 players in this game. Junie is still giving off information describing what's on the other side of the circle. Beautiful drop shot there, but will not matter against the pressure of the blue zone. NT has the prime position now. They have the dips, they have the player's advantage, they have metal shields and cover from the cars. And that will be them taking the chicken dinner, seems like, as the blue zone continues to take. Hotter will be very happy with this one to outlive all those teams choked outside of the circle. And just look at some healing action. You know how it's always nice to watch these. Is don't underestimate this type of a POV. You see in phase 9, right? Even in phase 9, when like how close, okay, you can heal. Okay, like it can go down to maybe literally 1 tick, but that will be a wrap for Vikendi. NT taking the chicken dinner with 10 kills. Hotter, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, taking a 2nd position with 6 kills. Significant improvement compared to games 1 and 2. Willpower, 3rd position, 4 kills. KDV Red, first game of the night for them, would be not getting any kill points yet. So 4th position, 8 points. Ennis went down at 5th, but they had 8 kills. A lot of kills there. MC MEGACLUTCERS, 6th position with 1 kill. D1, 2 kills at 7th. Internative, 2 kills at 8th. Legends Red, 4 kills. Some mid-game power that they've shown us tonight in Vikendi. At 10th, we have 2 Easy with 4 kills. That was all from that Garoka fight. Topaz went down at 11th place with no kills. Press F, 12th position, 1 kill. Cross, no kills at 13th. And then we saw that tragedy upon Team Love at 3rd. At 16th, 14th position, but they've got 3 kills. So that was some crazy fight there. But that will be the 3rd game over. So we only got 1 more to go for these teams. We don't have the biggest lobby tonight, okay, but these teams in here probably won't complain unless they really, really want that practice, you know? We have very keen players as well, very motivated, but if we're talking about qualification, then that is less competition. Proceeding to semi-finals, and we should go on that short break, and I'll see you all in Sanhok. Hey, hello, welcome back. Last game of the night. Let's get some Sanhok action, baby. Let's go. I think we didn't have as many players as we want, but all these spicy action can still come through. Just the other day, I think, was it? Yes, no, 2 days ago, I seen a 1v4 happen on Sanhok. And it was so sick. I yelled so hard I needed a honey drink afterwards. So that's that. Topaz is not in this game. And let's go down the list. Press F will be a trio again in this game. Team Love still strong. Team Love. Full team every game, seems like. And same for KTV Red, Legends, and Alternative there. And that will be 12 teams, 1 trio. And the playing path from Hartin towards Kampong. Pretty nice playing path once again. Not going to be anything too harsh, especially for this smallest competitive map. And this will be very doable wherever they want to go. Let's start with some boot camp action. We have Hotter coming into the middle of boot camp alongside NT. That is some early shots going down to Kendo. We'll get some bandages though, so we'll get some heal off there. 3 in the main building for NT. Is a 3v3 in the building. Sloy from NT is off the south side. And on the north part, we have Kendo healing with those bandages. And that will be a very much needed level 3 vest, and we'll get the level 2 helmet as well if he just gets a bit more meds there. That will be a very, very strong pieces of gear to start this early game. I'll keep my main screen here and have a look at the rest of the map, see where teams are dropping in Cow and Tatmok area. We have Team Love, Hartin, Willpower, Too Easy along the eastern coast of the northwestern island. In Ruins we have NS. In Nakam we have Croz, Sami, Legends Red, D1 with Camp Charlie and Bantai 1-3 split over Quarry. We have KDB Red. Press F are splitting, the trios splitting on the along these junction compounds, I should call it, to the east of boot camp. And in Camp Bravo we have Alternative. So not a lot of close contact, seems like, other than this one. And still yet to find a knock. But Hotter will be respecting this one. They don't want to fight early, seems like. NT going to the hillside towards south, and then to these 3 outhouses, I call it. It will be Hotter. Pretty easy phase 1 circle as well. A lot of untouched bits as well. Painan has not been touched before, so that will be a very good center position. But also not straight in Painan, because we know the hills. If you don't need to loot, the hill to the southwestern side as well as the one where KDV is heading right now. Provides a lot of good elevation, and we should actually watch this area over Sami because we have Cross and Legends Red coming pretty close to each other. And that is Era with the position proning for now, and will be scouting and giving all this information away. As long as he doesn't show his feet around here or doesn't give any footsteps away, he will be able to stab this from behind. But Legends just opens and take that kill straight away off Crocs. Maybe this was not the Crocs I've seen before. I don't want to speak too soon, but they are having a tough night. And that will be Era showing them that patience, waiting for that rotation. Will be them taking 2 kills, and the third one will come through pretty soon as we have Era coming in to finish this last player. That will be Crocs down to 1 player. And he's already gone. Like, upon the first knock, maybe he has already driven away. So that is them suffering a lot early game already. Let's head over to Trifecta, because that is always a very congested and highly contested position based on what you can see. The 3-way vision that it can give. Furia there trying to hold on the outside will actually get punished from the side angle. Junie doing some work there. Taker will need to trade this and to stop the thirst from coming through. That is Taker with the beautiful kill and trade onto Junie with the flush as well. Too easy with the upper hand. This is also the hard time to for IGLs to decide, because they're now on the edge, and behind them, not sure if they have kept a player to watch that north side, because on the northwestern island, we have Willpower coming in. The split from NS will make it very hard for them. It's only down to Dreamin' and Wayne Boy to tunnel onto what's happening on Too Easy across the river. Will be them losing 2 players to NT from the hillside, from the north. And that will be Furia. Still having some troubles there. I'm not sure whether that was a revived. Yeah, seems like they were just waiting for the revive to come through. Dreaming is actually very split from Wayne Boy, so can have the crazy overlook. The one that Too Easy didn't expect. But Too Easy there, what happened? Oh, okay, I think that would make sense, as they're once again knowing that there's one of NS across, there's also one from behind. They focus along these 2 directions, and then, yes, what happened? Willpower came in. And that is Trifecta for you. If you claim it, learn how to play it. This small watchtower will give you a lot watching the north side. And also this tower gives you enough information on this side. Problem is, if they can find an angle, and if you don't hug this very tightly, you will get punished for that. But this side, we need 1 in these compounds. That is the split that you want. The basics for Trifecta. Okay, I spoke too much. Let's have a look. Because in this bootcamp hill, Hotta say we have not been running away. We want to stop at the start. We want to make you feel comfortable, only to have us push you now, NT, as we take down 2 of your players. That is only going to be chaos. alongside Sloy. Now having a bit of a trouble. The split did not work out. They tried to have a piece of this trifecta fight, but will face the push on the other side. Sloy will be able to hold this down for a little bit longer. Wait, oh, Chaos got knocked, trying to come in. That's going to be Sloy. Last man standing for NT, facing the full team of Hotter. He's not scared, those trying to peek out, but there's some ground for you to go down. But you know, sometimes you're very tunnel onto that one. That will be him deciding to take the fight, and that would be them going down at 11th position. Good old quarry finish. I always like seeing that. There's a lot of outplay potential. Teams will need to rely heavily on their knowledge of landscape. I'm talking about particular rock and tree, gentlemen. And ladies, of course. And coming into quarry, we have KDV Red in their cars. Do you guys like driving on Sanhok? Yes or no? I know people who strictly says no, because with such a small map, you give away a lot of audio cues, right? Coming into quarry warehouses, on the south side we have D1 and Love right here, and on the hillside to the east of quarry we have Alternative. Legends need to cross, same for Willpower. So yeah, what's the answer? Feel free to type it in chat. Yes, car, like car or no car. I can also see why people would need that car, especially with just how Sanhok's played out. So much snaking potential, and people just need that quick rotation. Like sometimes if you get pinched behind a rock or something, and they're completely dead on gatekeeping you, then you need that car to maybe make a quick rotation. If you go on foot, can't happen. Team Love here, trying to take that cliff side, but now helped by Press F's 3 members with a good split. But look at all these teams finding themselves some compounds, leaving the rest to maybe need to use the main bit, the dips of quarry. Well, that's the definition of a quarry, if you don't know that. So that should be called the main quarry. Those are main quarry buildings, maybe. As we see Legends here crossing, and now in the circle going through Painan is the full team of Willpower. Look at that return knock onto Press F. I wonder though if they've always had like an eye on there, and even if they're poking out, he might just wait for the revive to complete, and just strike at another time to bait the support player to come in again, right? Then you knock 2. Something like that. I didn't... Well, baiting with knocks. As we have the next circle. Going over to these main quarry buildings, now held by KDV. On the south side, the warehouses, we have D1, Press F have a position, so that means Team Love has to breach this one or find a way to come in. If there's no one on this particular building in the middle there, so to the south of Press F, then that is an alternative for Team Love to go through quarry, to jump in, okay, because that is the overlook from there mainly. If you hug the side there, then it's possible. Seems like that is what Necros is trying to do right now. Alternative's trying to do the same. That is Love Virus going down to Press F. Alternative's position is a bit more annoying, because when they come in, if they go through the dips of quarry, there's only so little or so few options to come up to the grass to not underground level is what I mean, then D1 can just completely hold that. I believe Malloy is taking that watchtower very strong, can cause a lot of trouble to Alternative. Let's check that. Okay, let's check my knowledge of the map. There we go. He is in it. Now, don't test me. I know a fair amount about this game, as we see the side of Legends stuck in between several teams. D1's causing some trouble as well as a solo player from behind, but they will also feel the presence of Willpower soon, I believe, as Willpower come in will actually get themselves a set of compounds as well. So it comes down to this shift, and we'll go to the northwestern side, favoring Hotter right there. Look at this trouble that Alternative got themselves into. What did I say about crossing this bottom one? All the exit points are being washed. That is them losing the player to Team Love. There's so many teams that can take them down, so I wouldn't bet on them getting to top 5, but who do we know? Like, you need some meds, etc. But all these teams have to move. KDV still leaving a few to spoil things. Which is the player? Let's have a look at the spoiler. That is going to be Snowy trying to stop that, and they can overlook this, but D1 is clashing before even made it to the compound that KDV is still intentionally holding as they try to make that movement. KDV strikes. That is D1 going down to 2 players. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? 2 knocked right now, but that will be the flush coming in, and that will be Footballers disrespecting that angle, and they're now at least doing the right thing, dropping all the meds to Lexi, so they can get some healing points. But look at all these chaos coming through elsewhere. D1, they left one to get that entry, but that is the rest of the team being choked outside of the circle. Team Love has the upper hand with that one, and the other side, that is Hotter coming in as well. KDV had the priority if they wanted it, but they didn't take it. They want to found those kills, and that is them going down at 6th position, I believe. Willpower down to 2 players, and the other one knocked. Hopefully they can get the revive. We're not quite sure, as we see Hotter still strong as a full team. Press F down to 1 player, but Motvik has the watchtower. Seems like this is going to be a game between Hotter and Team Love, as Motiv actually tries to open fire there. Will be revealing the position and will not get more than that. But look at Hotter here taking the beautiful formation, leaving one to sweep and spoil the runners on the southern side. The rest has already gained their ground, their control in this circle. Where is the third player? That will be Nomi healing somewhere. So that will be Willpower making it to the top 3. But this will be a 4v3 situation between Hotter and Team Love. And this type of split is aggressive but can backfire. Hashira has the prime position to hold this now, but is also incredibly scary because side of Hotter can just maneuver behind rocks and grass to snake a little bit, find an angle to toss it up here. If they do that, that will be one of them down. But will that matter? Because they don't have the circle. They have to run right now. I didn't even remember there's a timer that is so close to moving, as we have the circle inside. Team Love. Hotter has to push now. They are still out there. That is the opening knock onto Unknown. That is the second knock from Team Love. That is Hotter with the disadvantage. That is them kind of trying to make it out. The side angle will come in. That is Team Love making the 3v4 happen. The Hotter split will step themselves from the back. That is only one up right now. The team's advantage, the player's advantage, number advantage will falter. That is them losing to Team Love. I know they didn't have the circle, but you had ridge lines, you had the time. That will be one to really digest after this one, because they will also have the time to, if they're not playing another scrim, because that will be the wrap for our quarterfinals of FTY Tournament. And that was Game 4 with Team Love showing up, taking the chicken dinner with 8 kills. At second position, we have Hotter, retreating from boot camp, avoiding that early fight, but will still fight that same team after, then slowly wrapping up some kill points all the way to top 2, but will just fall short, getting a second place with 8 kills. At third, we have Willpower. Quite consistent, if I do say so myself. I've been having some flashy plays when they don't get placement. So third position and 6 kills. Press F, 2 kills and a fourth position. I know they didn't play as a full team the past 2 games, but with that win on Miramar as well, they should get themselves a very secure spot to qualify to semis. D1, 5th position, 1 kill. Legends Red, 4 kills and the 6th position. KDV Red, 2 kills at 7th. Alternative, 8th with 1 kill. Also with 1 kill would be Croz, losing 3 members early. Hitake will get 1 kill for the team and the 9th. NS, non-stop, 3 kills. Seems like, yep, 3 kills. No, it's 1 kill. I just got confused with NT below. Yeah, 1 kill, 10th position. At 11th, we have NT, themselves 4 kills. Last but not least, we have 2 Easy, going down early around Trifecta. And that will be just 1 kill point going to them. Not sure how many placements points, and but you will see very soon. I believe after an hour or so, FTY will have the results. And that is me done for tonight. And I'm sure they found someone to replace me for the later stages, because I have different exposures for myself to have. So yeah, exposures, different opportunities, different tournaments and teams. Want to make friends everywhere and have a look at this community and world of PUBG and see what different teams of different regions can do. And so that is me checking out. Thank you for all of you who have watched more than your own team, like especially those who even popped in other like nights. Thank you so much for your support. This is crazy. Like, as per today, it's 1 month since the first cast that I had, and we are at 300 subscribers and more. So that is absolutely mental. I can't believe it. So if you like this content, please consider dropping a like and a subscription. That will be amazing. That would mean a lot to me. So thank you so much, and have a brilliant night and year ahead. See you all soon. Bye-bye.